Hey, what's going on, YouTube? What's up, fans and subscribers and listeners? Salutations and greetings. You're watching KBTV, where knowledge is born, and I'm King David. Today, I just wanted to discuss parent and child relationships or relationship. And I just want to touch some bases on that subject. Um, and no offense to anybody out there, I'm definitely not trying to tell you how to raise your child or anything in that nature. But, you know, having this discussion, maybe we can learn something. Um, just some parents nowadays uh, probably don't even need to be parents because they still kids themselves. You know, they're still learning how to grow and be that grown up they're going to be the rest of their life. On the contrary of that, the ones who are more up to par and doing the parenting thing, you want to establish a good relationship with your child. So that way, there's a mutual respect, honesty, and trust. That's important, because you want your child to be able to come to you at any situation or any question that they have, be able to come to you or any parent, the father or mother, to talk about anything in life. Okay, you don't want them to have to go to a friend or somebody else's parents or the streets or a society and get the wrong advice, and it steers them in the wrong direction. So paying attention to your child, okay, is very important. So let's pay attention to our children, okay? Because we learn from each other. You can learn things from a child, same thing you can learn from a homeless person. Okay, just because that person's homeless don't mean that they're not knowledgeable. Okay, they have experience. So pay attention to the children because uh, now this is important because you can pay too much attention to your child where you are spoiling them with attention and then they rebel because it's too much. Or you don't pay them enough attention and they're trying to get your attention like, hey, do you see me? But you're too busy with work and you're tired on the weekends and you're not paying them no attention. And then they feel neglected and then they go a different way, get into some trouble or do something that they just wasn't supposed to do. Or like I said, go ask for advice from somebody else because you don't have the time. So pay attention and spending time with the children is very important. I talked in my videos before about time and how valuable it is and it shouldn't be wasted, and it's one of the most valuable things to a human being is time, because if it's wasted you can't get it back. And that time, you don't need money with time. No money. That's a lifetime of memories. Whether you and your children fall out when they get older and they're in college and your guys' relationship is different, they're always going to remember the time you spent with them growing up. The good, bad, and the ugly. Spending time with them. Just going to the park playing basketball. Uh, take them fishing. These are things that don't cost nothing. Go hiking. Stuff like that. So spending time and paying attention to your child. Be your child's friend, but also a parent. And this goes with spending time with them, getting to know your child, their likes and dislikes, their pros and cons, the strength and their weakness. Be a friend, but also show that authority like I'm your parent. So, there has to be a line between the two. All right? Has to be a line between the two. Be a friend and be a parent at the same time so that they know the difference. and that they always respect you, your word, and your authority until it's time for them to flap their wings and go about their business. Now, another thing about children is not to keep them bottled in, okay? You want them to get out and explore the world. That's the whole point. You want that child to hatch his nest and spread his wings and fly and experience life, because that life is about experience. You don't want to keep the child in the room because you're scared of how the world is, and it is bad things going on out there, but that's just life, but you can't keep them bottled in. And also, you have to let them come into their own self, and they can only do that by going out and experiencing life. And if you're holding in things from the past that you experienced, and then you're putting it on them, like for example, if you were afraid to swim growing up because you had a fear of water, or you had a bad experience and you almost drowned, so now you're putting that fear of being scared of water on your children. That's not good, okay? Now, I'm not saying don't watch out for your children, but if you're going to take them to the water and you still have that fear because you're scared, take somebody with you that knows how to swim, or have a lifeguard right there that can watch them, but let them swim, okay? Let them spread their wings and fly, all right, like a bird, because that's what birds do. They fly. I never understood the concept of having a pet bird, because you have to keep it in a cage inside of a house. So they're in a big cage, but trapped inside a smaller cage that's in the house, and they got wings and they can't really fly anywhere. Even if you let them out of the cage and let them fly around the house, that's not good enough. So, and we're all like birds. We need to flap our wings and just fly. So pay attention, spending time. That costs no money. Be a friend, but also be a parent, okay? In my last video, I talked about words have power and thoughts carry weight. A lot of us don't take the time to do these 3 things, and then the child doesn't respect you or trust you, or they think you are a liar or something like that because you're not of your word. Then it's hard to discipline them with these words. Now, words are powerful because I discipline my kids with words. I don't have to physically do anything. Sometimes children get physically disciplined because that's the only way the parent knows how to discipline. There's no communication. All right, so 95% of this is communication. The other 5 is physical. Just remember that, and you'll be all right. And try not to get angry at your child, but just try to have an understanding and be patient. We need to have patience, because that anger you can use as aggression, and then physical discipline comes in, and that can be wrong. Because I know a lot of parents out there that didn't mean intentionally no harm to hurt the child physically, but ended up doing so, sent the child to school, they had a bruise, teacher like, what's that? Next thing you know, CPS and child getting taken away. Don't want that. So communication is the key, you guys. All right? And on that note, till we meet again, Tavio Luego, que tenga un buen día. Peace.